growing up, no one's ever shown you what it looks like or feels like to set healthy boundary, and you try to set healthy boundary as a grown up, it will feel like you see bucket for the first time in your life and you don't know what that is, and you try to use it as a hat. And you're gonna feel silly, weird, awkward, and just, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because yesterday I just experienced one of the most empowering and powerful experience connecting and rescuing my inner child by showing her what it feels like and looks like to set healthy boundaries that she's never ever seen growing up. By the way, my name is Bridget. I help women uncover the root cause of people-pleasing, guilt, never enoughness, and turn them into freedom. If you ever need help diving deep to the root cause of all your negative patterns, feel free to click the link in my bio. Lately, I became aware that I had this negative thought, belief, that I'm afraid to move forward or expand bigger than what I allow myself to be, because of this limiting belief that if I expand or be bigger or become more successful, then I will be taken advantage of. I know that's not true. That's not my reality anymore. But that's what I feel in my body, in my mind constantly. And I always take that as a cue that some shit is surfacing up for me to look at, to heal it, let it go so that I can move forward toward the direction that I want to go. So I've been doing this for 16 years and I know the drill. And I just started asking myself deep questions to get to the root of it. And there was a memory that showed up. The very first time that I felt very powerless was after my parents got divorced. My dad would corner me, basically sat me down and started talking shit about my mom. And I know everything he said about my mom was untrue. It was all his fears. He just wanted me to side with him. I just felt helplessness. Realized that as a child, I actually picked up way more energy and feeling than I could comprehend as a little child. What I felt as a child was my dad's fear. He was so scared of losing his wife, he didn't know what to do. So he came to me to put his emotional weight onto me, expecting me to side with him so that he could feel better about himself. As a child, I didn't know any better, but just to pick it up as, wow, it's my responsibility to help the adults around me to feel better, even though it wasn't. So what I did was, as the adult self, I went back to the memory. I stood up to my dad. I literally spoke up to him and said, this is your shit. It's your own fear with your own wife. Go deal with it. This is not her responsibility. You go deal with it. And after I stood up to my dad, I had to remove my little child away from that environment. And I told her, everything you're feeling right now is not your responsibility. It's not your energy. It's not your feeling. How about we return it back to where it's supposed to be? And as I was doing that for my inner child, I had realized and I could feel how safe and protected my inner child felt at that moment when my adult self was setting that healthy boundary with her. And I could feel that it's almost like I was building a beautiful protective bubble around her to allow her to be the child that she never got to be. And because I showed her what it looks like, what it feels like to set healthy boundary, I could feel that she felt permitted to also do the same for herself. So if you want to try it, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and I want you to allow your body, your memory to show you the very first memory where you felt trapped, where you felt like you couldn't say no, where you felt like you couldn't stand up for yourself. And go back, ask her what she needed, tune into her to realize what she needed and stand up for her, to the adult, to the authority figure that she felt like she couldn't say no to. When you can be the one to give that to her, she no longer struggles or stress about whether or not to say no, how to set boundaries. She started to truly feel free to be who she is.